This is Ian Locke for ONTV's Game of the Week. The season rolls along, and the Lady Dragons are on a historic tear through their schedule, coming into this match undefeated with 7 wins and 2 ties. Behind senior leadership and a smothering defense, LO is looking to lock up the OAA White Division crown. Groves enters this match still trying to find their identity and their first win of the 2025 season. Don't be fooled by the Falcons' 0-8 record, though. This team has played every opponent close and tough with a solid defense. They're just not finding the back of the net. Other 8 losses, 5 of them by shutout, the remainder by 2 goals or less. It's the Falcons versus the Dragons on this OAA White matchup, and it should be a good one. Fabulous weather out here, little windy, but the sun is out. Yeah, it's going to be a great one. And what can we say about this Dragon squad? Solid defense, senior leadership, and the defending district champs. We're going to step away real quick, and we'll have the kickoff after this short timeout. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Sports. Stay tuned.
As a parent, you know you can't prevent every accident. Add a mouthguard to your child's sports or recreational equipment list to help prevent the impact of a painful and costly facial injury. If your child does sustain a facial injury, seek an evaluation from an oral and maxillofacial surgeon. OMSs are experts in handling injuries to the face, mouth, and jaws. Learn more at myoms.org.
All right, about to get underway here at Dragons Stadium. You can see the sun is shining as the Lady Dragons take the field. Again, I'm Ian Locke, your announcer for this matchup tonight. Head on over to oriontv.org for more games in our broadcast vault. We have, you name it, we have it. From 2019, we have a full slate of VOD files, video on demand, that is, of games, concerts, plays, you name it. Anything that ONTV covers is on our website at oriontv.org. The Dragons, what can we say? They are really having an exciting 2025 season. And Coach Hutchison has to be very, very pleased with their output offensively and defensively this year. Looking at past schedule results here, and we're looking at Dragons don't score a whole heck of a lot, but like we mentioned in the open, their defense has been very, very good over the last couple seasons, and they play each team, no matter the ability or talent level, very close, very tight. Their set pieces, corner pieces are very good. But the defense is smothering. Anytime you see the opponent with the ball, you're going to have a couple jerseys around it sporting the Lake Orion logo. Lake Orion is wearing the green jerseys, and Groves, the Falcons, are wearing the white. I'm glad they're wearing the green ones. Usually they're wearing those stylish black jerseys, and it's difficult to read the numbers on the back. So, hey, small victories for the guy with a microphone. As you can hear, the wind is really picking up out here, and that could be a factor in this match. We've seen it earlier when we had Kingswood in town for one of the earliest matches of this spring season, that the goalkeepers had issues on their goal kicks and free kicks just making it to the midline. Due to the gusting wind. And this field is a wind tunnel, believe it or not. It just comes in and just sails through this surface, and so you got to know how to play it and be aware. And we are underway. Just a reminder, our scoreboard here at Lake Orion Stadium here is a bit sketchy. I think one of the games we had not too long ago, it was counting up instead of down. It pauses. It was going in 2-second bursts, 4-second bursts. So we'll see how that holds up over the game. Oh, nice feed into the box but it's out of play. Should be a goal kick coming here for Groves. Groves, let's see the makeup here. A lot of seniors on this squad, and led by senior captain, goalkeeper Ava Loisel, right there on your screen. And like we mentioned, nice send-down range on that goal kick by Loisel. Groves doesn't give up a lot of goals. And so it's pretty surprising after looking at their schedule and the results of that schedule that they are winless on the season. It's just stunning to see that's the case and taking up the bottom of the OAA White Division. But they can knock off anybody at any time. So Dragons cannot sleep on the Falcons tonight. There's no gimmies in this league. Dragons on the move. Foul called. And it looks like there was a push, and he's checking the ball. So the ball's a little mushy, so they get a replacement ball out there to keep going. So yeah, the Dragons are having a stellar season, and in net for the Dragons is Kylie Kapitsky, the senior netminder, who's done an outstanding job making the saves when needed, and just a team effort on defense for Lake Orion. It's not one superstar over another. It really is truly a team effort, especially on the offensive side. We've seen many different goal scorers through these games throughout the season. And we're just going to have to see how Groves can handle the offense, and can the Dragons find some separation from the Falcons? As I mentioned, they are a very solid defensive squad. They just can't find any scoring. Knocked out of play, should be Lake Orion ball. Thrown in by Fedoronchik, the junior. And still Lake Orion ball after the deflection. Fedoronchik again with the trigger from the side. Throws it into the box. Bucky's an imposing figure out there, especially on corner kicks. Being so tall and just being an imposing figure out there, standing between the pipes when the free kick's coming. It's just something that teams are not used to. Out of play, Groves on the moves. Falcons looking to move quickly. Sophia Benavides with the trigger here, with the throw in, number 20. Sophomore defender. Out of play again, should still be with the Falcons. And Mihalik with the throw in, number 13. Nice long throw in inside the box, headed out by the Dragon D. Still in the early stages of this one, both teams trying to figure out who's who, what's what. Ooh, dangerous deflection by the Dragon defense, just trying to clear it out, and they do. And Lily Franchek, number 2 for Lake Orion, can't get a toe on it, goes out of play. Throw in again for the Falcons. Trying to wind up and send that one in the box is 11, senior forward Sophia Wilson for the Falcons, and it's deflected out. Throw in for the Dragons. I believe that's Kira West with the throw in. Again, the Falcons are winless on this 25 season. Nice feed outside the box. Dragons looking to move quickly. Good closeout by the Falcons to shut down that offensive rush, and a battle ensues as we see Dylan Verlinden, number 6, on the streak up that right side. She is a threat to score. Push from behind, easily called. Play going the other way, but number 6, we got to keep on Verlinden. She's had many chances over the games that ONTV's covered that I've called this year, and had a kind of a breakout game against Clarkston, netting 2 goals. And that was back on the 17th of April. Nice long throw in by Lake Orion. There's Verlinden up that right side, showing her speed. And a nice defensive play by the Falcons to turn that one around. Senior captain Elise Everett trying to do something with it. Number 4 for the Falcons. And it's dispossessed. Dragons have it. It really is nice to see how the Dragons play as a unit. You can tell this team has been together for a number of years playing. They know where everybody's at. They know where they're positioning. We don't see just erroneous giveaways that could lead to quality scoring chances hardly at all. Sometimes you see breakdowns in defense where there's miscommunication or an errant pass. The Dragons just don't do that. 33-37, the clock has paused for unknown reasons, and it catches up. Bucky turns on it and deflected out by the Falcons. Throw-in coming for Lake Orion. Franchek with the throw-in. Nice steal by Sophia Wilson, again, number 11, getting her nose in the business. And Falcons have it. Out of play, I think that's Lake Orion ball. It is. Adjacent to us is the boys varsity lacrosse match, which is being covered by ONTV as well tonight. Dragons looking for support, turn it around, trying to switch it. That's Brooke Armstrong, 21 for Lake Orion, over to 16, Verlinden. That's Addie Verlinden. Ooh, looked like a shoulder hit on that ball, but no call. Dragons in a, Verlinden with the ball, trying to get on that left foot, can't get it, and cleared out nicely by the Falcons. Good quick play on that deflection by Verlinden to try to get her left foot on it, couldn't do it. Good defensive stand by the Falcons to knock that one out. Falcons turn on it and send it down range. Hot pursuit is 21. That's Brooke Armstrong, the junior. Sends it back to Kapitsky to reset this offense. Verlinden sends it down range. Nice big leg on the senior. And out of play. Should be a throw-in for the Falcons. Senior captain Morgan Perry, number 3 out there in hot pursuit. See what the Falcons can do. So far, both teams have not had extended offensive possessions. Pretty evenly matched here in the early going of this first half. This OAA White matchup between the Lake Orion Dragons and the Falcons of Groves. Kira West switches the field, looking for open space for 16. Addie Verlinden. Big right foot going over the back line of that defense, and the hot pursuit Dragons. Collision with Loisel in the box, and she holds on for the save. Good hustle by Mary Graves, the sophomore, sporting number 17 for the green and white. Ball trickling away across that end line. Ooh, just inside the flag, so that will be a throw-in deep in the Dragons' defensive end. Opportunity here for the Falcons. Sophomore midfielder Olivia Mahalik had to throw in, and she sends it back in. Ooh, good stop by Verlinden just to slow that attack down and standing her ground. Ooh, wide in the open. Nice left foot move. Deflected by the defense. Quality scoring chance by number 4, Elise Everett. First quality scoring chance of the game for either team. Oh, hit her in the belly. Looked like it almost hit her in the hand. That was close. Going to be a goal kick. And an injured Falcon down on the play. Looks like she's rolling her ankle slightly. That's number 4 senior captain midfielder Elise Everett. She's the one that had the scoring opportunity just a moment ago and was really a bright spot for this Falcon offense. Tough to lose a senior midfielder with the scoring woes of the Falcons as she's led off the field. And a sub coming in will be number 9 senior defender Claire Pucko. 29:40 left in this first half. No score as Everett is led off the field, and we have a pause in the action. Head on over to orionontv.org, check out our website, and follow us on our social media, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe today and get all the updates and alerts when new games are loaded up to our Game of the Week folder. I think we have 4,000 videos on our YouTube channel. It truly is a community archive of all of ONTV's activities, news, and events. Dragons back in action here on offense, and they're looking to move quickly. Nice side step there, feeding it out to this near side. A lot of room to roam, but a little mustard on that, and fast-moving turf, and it's out of play. Should be a throw-in here for the Falcons. Falcons with the throw-in deep in their defensive end. See what they can do. Dragons looking to jump on. You see Lily Franchek, number 2, marking up. Everybody pushing up, including 19, Lillian Brodowski, and 17, Mary Graves. Benavides trying to throw that win. Number 20 for the Falcons, out again on Lake Orion. Falcons moving quickly up that line. Dragons are there. Kira West receives the ball, tries to turn on it, out of play. West is wearing that green captaincy armband while she's out there on the field. Dragons turn on it, trying to get it out of there. Danger, danger. Nice play by the Falcons offense to slow that down and try to turn it back, but good defense to knock it out. Sophomore midfielder Mallory Pepper for the Falcons try to get something going there, just not happening. Again, that's a testament to the heads-up play and the discipline of this Dragon defense. Aaron kick out of a play, throw-in coming for the Falcons. You can see the American flag in the distance there, just standing tall in this wind out of the north. Falcons coming to midfield, trying to turn on it. Dragons are there once again. Play it back to Kopitsky, and she will reset this offense, and the Dragons are on the move. Verlinden, again, big right foot down that line. Can she keep it in? Dragons still having it. A left foot big, trying to go over the back line of that defense, and hot pursuit is 17, Graves, but a little too long. Timing's off on that one just slightly, and easily handled by Ava Loisel. Dragons coming near side. Still in play by the Falcons, and trickles out of play. Very fast surface here at Lake Orion High School on the artificial surface. These girls are used to playing on artificial turf. And each surface is slightly different, but they are quick. Some of the fields have longer cut, feels like grass underfoot. Dragons, this is a little tighter cut than what we've seen at other facilities. Dragons still in pursuit, nowhere to go with it. Sends it back over to Loisel. Sends it down range. All miss hit there by the Falcons, giving unforced error to the. You don't want to let West and the Dragons, don't want to give them anything, because they will make you pay. Again, trying to one-on-one this Dragon defense is very difficult. You see 3 Dragon jerseys back in defensive posture, just nowhere to go with it. Marked up nicely, and the Dragons are back on offense. In the middle, Butke. She looked like she's trying to switch field there. And good defensive stand by the Falcons. Almost feels like this is a comparable defense versus defense affair going on, and pushing and shoving, called a foul, and it looks like Addison Verlinden, the senior, number 16, will have the honors on the free kick. But yeah, these two defenses are well matched. We've seen teams with better records than Groves come in here, and they're already down 2-0 at this point of the first half, and Falcons defense is showing that they are no slouch. But who, again, for Groves is going to come up and find the back of the net and start some sort of scoring for them. It's 5 shutouts registered for the Falcons in this 25 season, which is a huge number. Dragons trying to turn on it, and they do, and they're on the move. Left foot push up that near side, trying to turn on it is Graves. Graves' centering pass is intercepted by the Falcons. Play continues. That whistle is at the adjacent field. Miss hit there by 12. Nadia Feranchik, the junior, loved to have that one back. Trying to turn on it, and it gets away from her. The Falcons with the throw in from the side. Dragons have had a very favorable schedule this season. A lot of home games, and if they're on the road, it's only for like 1 game, and they're back at home for a 3-game homestand. Coming into this game, let's see, where are we at here? Throw in here for the Falcons. Let's take a peek. Groves. Yeah, Dragons are coming off of a home tie against Royal Oak on the 22nd, 1-1. Again, low-scoring affair. Good defensive stand again by the Falcons, trying to get something going on offense. They just can't settle that ball down. Prior to the Royal Oak tie, the Dragons had a 3-game win streak coming in. At home against Berkeley, at home against Clarkson, which is running on ONTV, and then away against Utica, a 3-1 victory. And yeah, Dragons play very well here at home. The lone tie against Royal Oak is the one that stands out on the record, out of play. Dragons throw in here, so what can they do? Can they get anything going? And what are they going to say? Dragon ball. Lily Franchek with the throw in, number 2. Bucky there swinging and missing, trying to get something going, out of play again. Oh, a little room to roam, switching field. Anybody crash in the back door? No. Verlinden was there, and who was that? Was that Nadia Fedoranchik there, number 12? Crashing in from that right side, trying to get a toe on it, and unable to do so. Lizelle was there. We'll call it a quality scoring chance. They had an opening, just couldn't close it out. Foul on the play, free kick coming here for Groves. Groves head coach is Reed Losey. Associate head coach is Paul Thomas. Short bench over there for Groves. Lake Orion has a very strong and deep bench. The makeup of this Groves team is a mixture of all the underclassmen and upperclassmen. I see one freshman on the squad, a lot of sophomores, handful of juniors, and a handful of seniors. Dragons going long on the left-footed drop-in. Verlinden trying to chase that one down. Number 6 got away from her. Nice challenge on the side. Oh, thought that could have gone either way, but they give it to the Falcons. Wind continues to blow here out of the north, so at the back of the Falcons in the white. It's in their favor. Falcons trying to turn on it. Junior midfielder Takahashi trying to do something with it. Sends it downrange, out of play. Should be a Dragon throw-in. Paisley Frisch checks in, number 3 for Lake Orion. And I couldn't hear the other one due to the wind blowing. Dragons like to sub freely. Verlinden, oh, nice feed up that right side, in the clear. Good closeout by Ava Loisel to send that one away. Addie Verlinden goes down in a heap after the challenge. Dragons in offensive mode. I think they've found something. They're on that right side. Alrighty, we've seen their forwards having a little more speed than Groves and able to turn the tables on them for some clear breakouts. That's the second breakout we've seen from Lake Orion in this first half as we're at 19:41 left. Still a 0-0 game. See if the Dragons continue to attack that left side and in the center. They're looking to move the ball up the middle and then dish it to the right. Right forward, that's Verlinden. Dylan Verlinden, the senior. And her sister, Addie, number 16, with the knee brace. Having a stellar senior campaign. Gives it up to Brooke Armstrong, the junior, number 21. Monster free kick downrange to the backline defense of the Falcons. Dragons still have it coming near side. There it is, that pass in the middle, looking to do something with it. That was Graves turning on it, still with it, looking for the open player. It's Verlinden just a bit in front of her. Verlinden's feet got tangled up as she tried to get in position. Here's a mini breakout for the Falcons. Good recognition by the Dragon defense to get back and pinch on that ball handler. Falcons still in attack mode. Armstrong is there to send it out of still in play. Thought it was heading out. Some offensive life here by the Falcons. Just not the accurate close quarters passing that they need to get through that defense. Good hustle up there by Dylan Verlinden, still alive on that side in the box. Across that end line, is that a corner? No. Good defensive stand. Who is that, number 3? She's back out there. That's Morgan Perry. Thought Perry went down. Oh, that was Everett, number 4. So Perry, number 3, making her presence felt on defense there. Nicely done. The senior captain defender shuts out that offensive attack, and Dragons are turned away. Call that a quality scoring chance indeed for Lake Orion. They're 3 tallied so far this half to 1 for the Falcons. Again, attacking up that right side, coming in the middle, still alive, clearing it out, but challenged. You see the frustration on Lily Franchek's face. She saw it, and number 2, she was there. She stops that ball. There's a chance. Kira West with the throw-in. Dragons trying to turn on it. Looking for support, coming back to reset that offense. Verlinden with the ball, coming up that right side. Sent out by the Falcons. One-on-one battles out there are going to be the difference in this game. Play continues. Whistle is not on this field. A lot of action here at the sports complex at Lake Orion High School this time of year, as we all know. When it's nice out, you got to get the games in. Oh, nice feather pass. Falcons on the move with room to roam, and a nice pass here on the near side. Oh, even better defense to knock that one out. Who's at 5? Rizalina Gochai. Gochai for the Dragons on that stop. That was a very nice offensive rush there. I think that was Ava Brown, 16, forward captain here, also a senior. We'll call that a quality scoring chance because without a really nice defensive stop, Falcons could have walked in on that one. Just watching the way the Falcons are playing, I'm surprised that they are winless. 0-8 on this season coming in. Tight games, though. Of their losses, what we said, 5 are shutouts. The remainder are 2 goals or under, so there's no blowouts. We've seen some teams come in here at 500 records, and their losses were just complete and utter blowouts, 10-0, 8-0. Mercy rule type blowouts. This is not the case with the Falcons. They are in every one of these matches, and it's just one of those, just can't get over the hump, finding that offense. Ochai coming near side to number 9, that's West. Kira West Sr. with the ball, room to roam inside 15 minutes in this first half. 0-0. Can the Dragons or the Falcons break this defensive struggle here? Paisley Frisch, number 3 for Lake Orion, on the ball, come left side near in the box. Graves on the rundown and across that end line, tries to save it, unable to do so. Time continues to roll here in the first half. Thank you for tuning into this telecast. Game of the week, varsity soccer action. Tried to bring you at least 5 home games a year, and we're winding down that number. Dragons, like I said, we had a very favorable schedule this year. Home, away, home, away, away, home, 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 home. And then let's see, after this match, they will be at home against Seaholm, which the Dragons are fighting for OAA White supremacy. Those two teams, OAA White's going to come down to between Seaholm and Lake Orion. And the Dragons have like a half-game lead on Seaholm in the league. And then the Dragons are on the road for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight matches. And then they'll come back to Dragon Stadium to close out the regular season against Pontiac Notre Dame Prep and Utica Ford. ONTV will be here to get at least one of those matches, weather permitting, hopefully 2. Falcons again showing their mettle on offense. Oh, a nice deflection by Lake Orion. I thought that got through. Coming near side. Miss hit on that pass. Junior midfielder Claire Gress was open. Just the wrong angle on that, or the deflection just off the toe the wrong way, and sputtering offense for the Falcons. Five green jerseys around 3 white jerseys. Not a recipe for success on offense. Still trying to figure out who their target is. Are they trying to attack the middle on the edges? I can't tell. They haven't made up their mind who their go-to player is or how they're going to exploit or try to find a weakness in this Dragon defense. Another throw-in coming for the Falcons. Body language, what are we looking at here? Both teams taking their time and settling into this match. Dragons seem to have the foot speed superior to the Falcons, should we say that? They've shown their forwards, especially Verlinden and Graves, have shown some wheels out there, and they can turn on a burst in a second just to get downfield and run down a ball. Again, trying to lob it past that backline defense. Verlinden's there trying to head it in, deflect it out. Dragons still with it. Battle there with 17, junior midfielder Claire Gress again making her presence felt on this pitch. 12:34 left in this first half. Excuse me, 12:36. That clock is all over the place. Use the clock at your discretion. Dragons up that right side again attacking. There's Verlinden, chop and turned away. Dragons still have it. Looking for support coming back out, looking to reset that offense. Dragons turn on it, nicely done. Oh, going from distance, high and wide. I think that was Sydney Goodman, number 15. Armstrong, Tabish, and Brodowski check in for Lake Orion. Dragons all season long have freely substituted in and out, mix and match, you name it. Their personnel, fresh legs, deep bench. And they play everybody. Senior-laden team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seniors on this squad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 juniors and 7 juniors, my word. Defending district champs, Lake Orion Dragons, from just a year ago. Falcons trying to do something tic-tac-toe. We see senior captain Elise Everett back out there on the field after her injury. She had really the lone positive offensive play for the Falcons in this first half, and she went down in the heap with an injured ankle. And it's good to see her back out there. That it was just maybe just a Charlie horse or a cramp or something. Falcons cannot afford to have number 4 sitting on the bench. Throw in by the Falcons. Trying to get something organized here. Dragons just being a pest out there. Juliet Shabib with a throw-in, number 2 for the Falcons, and she'll do it again. Wind picking up. It's coming in waves. You can hear it on our microphones out here in the field. Linden trying to turn on it with that big right foot of hers, and it's deflected out. Dragons can't keep it in. This leads to slowly moving down the field for the Falcons to get into possibly a scoring opportunity. Again, deflected out. This time in the Dragons' favor. Verlinden on the trigger from the side. Dragons looking to move quickly. Armstrong on the move with some wheels and some speed. The middle's open. Verlinden, tries to back heel it to open. Oh, my word. Mary Graves was standing there going, give it to me, and Verlinden was there with the back heel pass. A little too fancy, couldn't get it to her, but she walks in. If Verlinden connects on that back heel. Good defense again by the Falcons to shut down that Dragon rush. Whoa, dangerous kick by Kopitsky. Almost gives it away. Bradowski, number 19, sends it down cross field. Tic-tac-toe passing. There's Verlinden in the middle. And a great stop by number 3, senior captain defender, Morgan Perry, to turn that one away. Perry's been playing outstanding defense, and she has to. She's the last stop before the Dragons put anything on frame for netminder Loisel to have to make a heroic stop here. Dragons dropping in the 18, deflected out by the Falcons, still on attack mode. Graves looking for the open player. She finds it, coming back near side, left foot in. Again, deflected out by number 3. Perry having a game. For Linden, right foot high dropper in the box, trying to find her sister who's just parked there saying, give it to me, sis. Good play by the Falcon defense, and hit from behind, not quite shoulder to shoulder. Easy call for the referee. Free kick coming here in a dangerous spot here for Lake Orion, or excuse me, for the Falcons. And Sophia Wilson, number 11, checks back into the game for the Falcons as the Dragons line up here for this free kick coming. Brooke Armstrong, the junior, with a big right foot. Sends it in high, drops it in the box, just a little short. Oh, boy. Dragons had the back line offense in position, unmarked. Working that right side to Dragons, trying to find the open player. For Linden crashing that one, but again, the Falcon defense is there. Falcons trying to move and flip the field quickly as Everett, number 4 for the Falcons, battling Verlinden over there on that far side. That's a tough matchup. Forearm for Everett up on the back of Verlinden, and it's going to be tough to get that senior off the ball. Verlinden is just too good. Big left foot, sent it downfield. Too much. Can she keep it in? Dragon, not big enough for the Falcons to knock that one out of play. Graves turns on it, gives it up. Crawford, number 10, with it. Pullback, looking left foot along that end line. Looked like a slight deflection off a hand. See, the ball goes up and then down quickly, but no call. Play continued and gathered in by Ava Loisel. Experienced netminder is Loisel, and a key component to this defense for the Falcons. So we found so far she's been steady when called upon. Gochai drops that one in, turning on it over to Verlinden on that right side. She's trying to get her in stride. Verlinden, right foot, hit slightly. Looked like she was aiming for 17. Mary Graves on that left side. Kendall Jakubiak, number 13, in for the Dragons. Drops that one in, looking for support, and sends it right into the hands of Loisel. So far, Kylie Kapitsky, the senior netminder for Lake Orion, has not had to be challenged at all. Loisel's been in place to make those plays inside the 18 when needed to, cutting down the angle and charging the ball when needed. Jakubiak drops it in that far side. Dragons on the move again. Dragons keep it in. Left foot in, still challenged there by 20. Oh, nice feed into the box, just a little bit too much. Dragons can't keep that one out of play. Looked like Tabis trying to drop that one in. Nicely done. Olivia Mihalik checks in for Groves. Sophomore in the 13 jersey. Called her name earlier in the game. We are inside, approaching 3 minutes left in this first half. No score. Been a quick first half of play. Both teams matched up evenly on defense. Dragons are starting to push deeper and deeper into that offensive end. And just a matter of time before that wall breaks and the Dragons get on the board. You just feel it. 19, nice step over. Brodowski trying to keep it in. And Gochai keeps it. Dragons turn on it, goes down, and Falcons come away with it. What are they going to say? Nope, whistle is on the other field. Play continues. All these whistles out here. Dragons trying to get something settled. Ball's bouncing. Foul called on Lake Orion. Free kick coming here for the Falcons. Can they get anything going at the 2:22 mark of this first half? Sun starting to set behind us. Shadows are getting longer and getting a little chillier out here. The field is in shadow now, or 90% shadow. Lights are coming on. Time continues to roll. Kapitsky has it. I feel like a late goal here in this first half could be, the way these defenses are playing, it could be the difference maker in this entire match. It's one of those games where the first goal is going to win this thing. Gochai, number 5 with it. Head up, downfield, right-footed in the middle of the field, trying to get something going here. Graves switches the field, finds Verlinden open, looking for that big right foot, that going over that back line to that defense. We've seen this. They're attacking that middle. Dylan Verlinden, number 6, was at that right forward position, crashing in, trying to get something going. A lot of space there. Here's Verlinden. A lot of room to roam. Just up that right side to her sister. She gets checked off the ball. No call. Play continues. And deflected off. Good play by number 10, Elizabeth Crawford, the junior number 10, to keep position down here. Throw-in comes in for Linden into the box in the 18. Little too strong, hit from behind. Play call, foul called easily on Paisley Frisch, number 3. Yeah, the Dragons are looking to move quickly, but the offense wasn't set in the 18. Verlinden would like to have that one back. 30 seconds left in this first half. What can we say? Back and forth affair. It's as advertised. Two solid defenses going after each other. Just a slightly better offense. One team with no wins and one team undefeated. Falcons are going to have their hands full in the second half with this Lake Orion bench. Fresh legs for the second half. As the Dragons close it out, nicely done. 3 quality scoring chances for the Dragons, 2 for the Falcons. Head into halftime. Second half is after this short timeout. Glad you can tune in. Ian Locke here for Game of the Week on Orion Neighborhood Television. Stay tuned. Second half is right after this.
As a parent, you know you can't prevent every accident. Add a mouthguard to your child's sports or recreational equipment list to help prevent the impact of a painful and costly facial injury. If your child does sustain a facial injury, seek an evaluation from an oral and maxillofacial surgeon. OMSs are experts in handling injuries to the face, mouth, and jaws. Learn more at myoms.org.
All right, about to kick off here in the second half. Defensive battle here between your hometown Dragons and the Falcons of Birmingham Groves. If you're just tuning in, Groves is winless on this season. Five losses coming to via this shutout. Then the remainder, those losses are only by 2 goals or less. Dragons on our flip side, 180, completely opposite of what the Falcons are experiencing. They are undefeated. 2 offensive or defensive teams that are pretty evenly matched, very solid indeed. But one team has the mettle and the talent. Oh, Verlinden up the middle, trying to find it. She finds it and she's in the clear. What do we have here? Oh, good defensive closeout. Corner kick coming. I'm sitting here talking, and actions is taking place as Dylan Verlinden nearly tags one on a 4th quality scoring chance of the game, and a corner kick coming for Lake Orion. Fedoronchik, number 12, with the honors. Dragons are dangerous on these corner kicks, and a miss hit off the side of the net. Falcons are fortunate. But what are we saying? 2 solid defense, but the Dragons offense, they have at least 3 or 4 forwards that are a challenge to any defense. They have speed, footwork, and great positioning, plus a boatload of experience coming through. Again, they are really starting to push through that backline defense of the Falcons in the early stages of the second half. Dragons want to score and score early. Let's see if the Falcons can respond. They have a throw-in coming here. Junior Juliet Shabib with the honors on the throw-in. Dragons looking to set up this offense, looking for support is 19 Brodowski. Trying to find a space up that near side. Over to number 12, Fedoronchik. Dragons jumped up just outside the 18, no call. Play continues. Falcons on the move. A lot of dribbling here. There you go. Up that far side, space to maneuver. We haven't seen this for the Falcons in that first half. Turned away by Verlinden. Stolen again. Nice energy by junior midfielder Irola Takashi. Sending in a long range and handled by Kapitsky. Good quality scoring chance for the Falcons in this second half of play. That's the most life we've seen out of the Falcons on the offensive side of the ball so far in this match. So it's there. They just have to make quick decisions and can't dribble 50 yards down the field. Got to make those decisions. Heads up, find those lanes, get those passes. But the forwards have to get open. Butke with a nice play up that far side to keep it alive. What a play by number 20. Trying to split the defense with Graves. Love the idea by Butke. So far, we haven't seen Gabby Butke, number 20, have to. Oh, here's a nice closeout again. Signs of life. Call that another quality score chance for Groves. The offense is showing signs of life here for the first time. Dragons cannot sit back, but again, they're on the offensive side of Groves again. And back and forth action here in the second half. Nicely done by both teams. Exciting soccer. Both teams taking advantage of what the defenses are giving them, and they're trying to go quickly. So far, Groves looks like they're attacking the middle of that Dragon defense, trying to split the defenders. And Dragons here again in the middle, going to come near side, deflect that ball in, and handled by Ava Loisel. Loisel surveys the scene before her and sends the ball down range. That wind is now in her face. She took advantage of it in the first half. Now it is in her face, so it knocks that goal kick down. Wind is still just in fits, coming in waves, gusts. Dragons on the move, trying to split that defense. Oh boy. Dragons get it back and then send it back in. Trying to stay on line. That's for Linden. Challenging two defenders. I'm going to say offside. Pushing, shoving inside the 18. Dragons the offender. Free kick coming here for the Falcons. A lot of Falcon faithful here cheering on their squad. Falcons are in the white jerseys. The Dragons are in the home greens. Nice push up that side. Oh, missed it out of play. Fedoranchik was calling for it quickly. Verlinden with it, trying to turn. She's dangerous in the open field, and when she's challenged, she finds those gaps and just gets through. Good defense by number 4, Elise Everett. No signs of that ankle injury bothering her on that defensive stand. Addie Verlinden sends that one down range. Butke, you're not gonna, oh, yeah, hometown crowd groans. Butke looked like she was being run over, and she had a full head on that defensive player for the Falcons. Foul called on Gabby Butke, ending that offensive rush. Solid free kick to the midfield by Loisel. Another foul call. That will be on the Falcons. Dragons set up here. Verlinden sets that one up. Addie Verlinden, number 16, sporting the knee brace, but you got Robo Knee just launching this one deep. Another good kick coming near side in the 18, deflected in, trying to turn on it. Oh, that should have been a foul. Looked like it was inside the box. What was that? Fedoranchik was there, and she was cleared out. The Falcons acted like a linebacker and just forearm shiver out of, they're saying it's outside the box. That looked like it was in. So here we get a wall point blank range. Nadia Fedoranchik, number 12, with a free kick here. See what she can do with it. Let's see what happens. Does she just tap it to the side and have Patil run it down? Or is she going to take it? Chip on into the open space, and Ava was there. Good save by Loisel. Kind of set that one up. If she went a little higher, upper 90 with a little bit more pace, Dragons might have netted one. Again, going back to that foul. Thought for sure it was inside the 18. Good stand by the Falcons. Again, a short bench for Groves. Dragons have a deep bench loaded, and they freely substitute to keep the fresh legs. Dragons trying to turn. Loaded with seniors and juniors. Experienced team, and is this Dragon squad. They just keep coming. They don't stop. Falcons look like they only had 4 on their bench for subs. What are they doing? We've seen pretty much the same starting squad out there as we did in the the first half. Verlinden trying to run that one down, showing her speed, long strides, just can't get to it. Dragon faithful wrapped up in blankets and hats. It's chilly. It started out 70 degrees and sunny. Now we're dipping into the 60s as the sun sets behind us. Temperatures are dropping. Wind is picking up. Verlinden with the throw-in, looking for her sister. Dylan, number 6 there. She heads it up to Fedoronchik, trying to set up that end line. Just, again, gets it back. And they're going to call foul on Fedoronchik, number 12. Nadia, I guess. Looked like she kicked the ball first, followed through on the ankle. I guess that's the foul. So free kick coming here for the Falcons. Loisel with the honors at 30 minutes, 20 seconds left.
To number 35, his second, Jackson Pascal.
A lot of the seniors on the, miss hit there by the Dragons. And was that deflected off of Groves? It was. Lucky break. Down the line. Bucky with it. Taps it over. Maya Patil, number 11, out there on the field for the Dragons. She is a sophomore, getting a lot of playing time in the second half. Addie Verlinden looking for the middle. Nobody there. Dylan Verlinden trying to crash in. Patil gets away, still alive. Verlinden trying to turn. Step over this side. Dragons over to Fedoronchik. A little too long and strong, out of play. Throw-in coming for Birmingham Groves. Falcons are in the white. Dragons are in the green. Got a varsity lacrosse match on the adjacent field behind us, so a lot of whistles in that match. Don't be distracted. Left foot trying to feed that one in. Not sure where that one was headed. Patil fires that one up. Again, just back and forth affair here, trying to settle that ball, get an offensive rush going and organized. Lily Franchek with the ball up that left side. Morgan Perry in hot pursuit, number 3 for the Falcons, out of play, deflected, earned. That is quality hustle by number 17, Mary Graves. That sophomore, smart play to earn that corner kick. No corner kicks for Groves so far. This is the second for Lake Orion. And who's going to have the honors? Number 16 to be Addie Verlinden. Big right foot with the brace. She connects with her sister more times than not on the back post. High archer, far post. She almost had her. Jeez, Addie was there unmarked. If she can deflect that down, that's in. She was wide open on that one. Nicely done by the sister to Verlinden to Verlinden connection. Almost paid off. Ball is still free. Patil trying to find who's over there. Fedoronchik out of play. Dragon throw in. Number 12 still alive. Fedoronchik. Clear grass for Groves, checks in. Number 17. Verlinden gets the ball back from Fedoronchik on the throw-in. Boy, that connection on that corner almost went in. We've seen those work out well for the Dragons. Didn't even need to head it. She could have just bounced it off her chest, I think. Would have gone in. What do we have here? Oh, they weren't ready for the throw-in, so a redo. 27 minutes left here. Key throw-in and deflected out. Should be another corner kick for Lake Orion as Butke, number 20, heads to the goal. And who do we have? Verlinden to Verlinden connection. Dillon is also parking herself over there for this third corner kick. Dragons in position in the goal mouth. Verlinden eyeing up. Where's she going to go? Near side. Is she going to go long to the back post? Looking like a back post. And header down. And oh, deflected. Loisel was there. My goodness, what a save by Ava Loisel to keep that one out of the net. And another corner coming for Lake Orion. Dragons offensive pressure coming to bear here at 26:06. 3 straight corner kicks earned. What do we have? Referees talking to Butke and Loisel. Loisel talking back to the referee, looking for clarification. Continues to call in a yellow earned. That is yeah, that's unfortunate. She says something else. Another yellow and a red. What is happening? Loisel lost her cool, and then she is sent off. Red card. She is the senior captain. Played so well to this point and just could not keep her cool. Said one too many things to the ref, and that is it. Who's the backup? Sophomore Annabelle Quinn. So, yeah, Ava Loisel sent to the showers on a disagreement about, I'm not sure what, to continue to argue with the ref, and that's it. So I'm not sure how much playing time Quinn has had, but what a unfortunate position to be in here as the Dragons are really putting the offensive pressure on the Falcons here in the second half, halfway through the second half, roughly. And we have Addie Verlinden, number 16, with the honors here on another corner kick. Falcons are going to have to buckle that on D. Coming near side post, header, and deflected out. Still alive. Tap, skip on the ground. Dylan Verlinden trying to keep this one alive. Fedoranchik cuts it inside. She's still alive. Left-footed and deflected out by the Falcons. Still alive. They are just throwing everything at this defense. And Annabelle Quinn, fresh off the bench from the red card for Ava Loisel, there to make the save. Again, more pressure on this defense. Dylan Verlinden, Butke, and a tap save. My word, Butke almost had it. And Annabelle Quinn's doing a nice job off the bench, cold, to keep the Falcons in this one. This could easily have tilted quickly 2 goals in the favor of the Dragons, but Quinn has stood tall here in an unfortunate situation with the send-off of senior captain goaltender Ava Loisel. This is quite the change of events here for Groves. Playing a solid game. Offense was starting to come on, too. We saw in the second half, in the early stage of the second half, their offense was actually putting pressure on this Dragon defense with a couple quality scoring chances. And now feels like the momentum has completely changed in favor of the Dragons, where it was more of a back-and-forth affair. The Dragons really putting that pressure on, frustrating Loisel, and she earned her red card, 2 yellows. And that's all she wrote for the senior. She's taken a seat, especially in a tight game, and you're on the road playing well, and that's just tough sledding there for the Falcons and the Falcon faithful. Should be a throw-in here for, throw in here for the Falcons. Number 2 with the honors, junior defender Juliet Shabib. Decides to go near side down the line, bump off the ball by number 19. That's Berdowski. And Dragons earn a throw-in. That's just heads-up play experience right there by the Dragons on defense. Bucky trying to turn on it, deflect it out, still alive, and what are they going to say? Off of Lake Orion. Nobody in the middle. Look at that, wide open in the middle. And Falcons just can't keep it in. Addie Verlinden sends that one down the line. Her sister in hot pursuit. Bucky trying to keep it in. She does. There's Dylan Verlinden running that one down. Out of play. Throw-in coming. Senior captain Morgan Perry, number 3 for the Falcons, trying to slow play. That is close to a yellow. You got to watch on that. Fedoronchik throws that in. And across that end line should be goal kick coming here for the Falcons. Butke was in position, but just couldn't get a toe on it. Again, story this second half is the red card to Ava Loisel, the senior goalkeeper for the Falcons. Sophomore Annabelle Quinn in for the Falcons, substituted, well, replaced at the 25-minute mark of this second half. Dragons turn on it, still alive, 13. That's Jakubiak. Low screamer across the turf. I don't think that was deflected, so it should be a goal kick coming here for Quinn. Different numbers being called, but they're also, Jakubiak's a freshman, just got to call attention to that. The lone freshman, 9th grader on this varsity squad for Lake Orion. Dragons seem to have a little bit more life, a little more action going on in the offensive end. Good steal again by Fedoronchik. Fedoronchik is having a game. Are they going to say foul on 17, yellow card? Junior midfielder Claire Gress is sent off for the yellow. Aggressive play. Dragons setting up for the free kick. Addie Verlinden, number 16, with the honors. She's done a stellar job with that right foot of hers, dropping the ball into the right spots. Here, she's looking for the 18 and looking for her sister sporting number 6, Dylan. They nearly teamed up for a corner kick goal just a moment ago. Oh, miss it there. She'd love to have that one back coming. Trying to get it set up inside, still alive, just outside the 18. Right foot near side. Dylan tries to run that one down, can't get it. Over to Fedoronchik. Can she right foot it? She can. There you go. Down low and score! Nadia Fedoronchik. Take a look at that again. The deflection out by the Falcon defense coming near side, and she has the most room we've seen all night. One step to the right, a sinker ball in. Oh boy, Quinn was in position, but she wasn't square on the ball, and it deflected in. Score at 21:07 of the second half. Huge goal for Lake Orion. Push, push, push. Pressure. Scoring chances. Corner kicks. Dragons offense really has come to life in this second half. And the question is, if Ava Loisel, the senior goalkeeper for the Falcons, was still in net, would it have mattered? Fedoronchik is an experienced goal scorer, and she was in position, made the right choice, went low near side, and got the deflection and went in. Dragons with some oomph now. They got some juice. Foul called on the green and white. Groves with the free kick coming. As 16 is still on the turf, senior captain Ava Brown. She's a forward. Kick coming here by sophomore midfielder Mallory Pepper. Pepper lines it up.
2 minutes left in the game.
Some options. Nicely delivered ball for the back post, but curving right in to Kopitsky, but a nicely done strike by Pepper. Butke back on offense, lobbed over that backline defense for Linden in pursuit. That more than likely would have been offside. But Quinn was there, the sophomore. Didn't get all that one on the goal kick there. Dragons again in attack mode. Scoreless until the second half at 21:07. Fedoronchik with the delivery. Lower near side 90 gets it done on the deflection off of Quinn. Time continues to roll. Do the Falcons have an answer? Foul called. Looks like they were in the clear, and the Falcon faithful displeased, to say the least, on that call, but it's called. Foul called on the Falcons. Free kick coming for Lake Orion. Brooke Armstrong with a big leg coming up. Number 21 sends it down range. And looks like it was deflected out. Correction. Yep. Still the Lake Orion ball. Dragons trying to get organized here. Centering, high pass in. Dylan Verlinden can't run that one down. Hits her on the shoulder. Fedoronchik with it. Ooh, trying to find somebody in the middle. Verlinden didn't come back to the middle. It's 13. That is Kubiak, number 9, or the 9th grader. Chip on. Little too long and strong. High of the crossbar, but a quality scoring chance nonetheless. 10 for Lake Orion, 4 for Groves. No corner kicks earned for Groves to 4 for Lake Orion. And as you know, the offensive aggressor usually earns a lot more corner kicks than the team that is less aggressive on offense. And so far, well, what are you going to say? The Lake Orion defense is also preventing those corner kicks from happening by keeping that ball at bay. Brodowski, 19, gives it up to the far side. On the move. Dragons on the move. And handled by Quinn. Annabelle Quinn, the sophomore netminder for the Falcons, put it in a tough situation, coming in cold and taking over for Ava Loisel. Doing a solid job so far. Dragons just found an opening and exploited it for the 1-0 lead, but foul on Lake Orion. Falcons with the free kick coming. Thank you for tuning into this telecast. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. Head on over to oriontv.org for more video-on-demand options of past games, local news, music, concerts, you name it, we have it. Talk shows, podcasts. If you're interested in making your own podcast, give us a call at 248-393-1060 or visit our website at oriontv.org. You can come in for a 2-hour training session. You can have your own podcast. Dragons looking to set the offense. Fedoronchik feeling it. Number 12. Oh, look at give-and-go action to Dylan Verlinden, but the angle is just off, a little too strong, but the idea was right. Dylan Verlinden was just getting going. That ball was just run out of there. Mackenzie Tabish, number 2, checks in, the senior for Lake Orion. As we approach 16 minutes left, 1-0 lead for Lake Orion. Butke, nice step around, looking for some support. What do the coaches always say? Play the way you're facing. Don't try to turn it around. Don't get fancy. Try not to dribble through the defense. Look for the open lane and pass that ball. Let your teammate run to it. Cross that end line out of play. I learned that from my daughter's U8 coach many, many, many years ago. Was that 15 years ago? 15? Wow. Quinn with a free kick coming, or the goal kick. Dragons intercept it. Bucky trying to get it under control, and she does. Still alive in that middle. Danger coming. Oh, Fedoranchuk was in position to launch past that backline defense and try tally goal number 2 on the night. The clock now is against the Falcons of Birmingham Groves. Dragons really have held long offensive possessions this second half. And you can tell the fatigue is starting to set in for the Falcons' short bench, and trying to turn on it again. Falcons winless in this 25 season. I thought for a moment there that a tie was not inevitable, but it looked probable as both teams were just really shutting down each other's offensive rush. Dragons find an opening and they're up 1-0. It feels like 3-0 at this point in the game. Slow roller. Kapitsky grabs it. Kylie Kapitsky, the senior goalkeeper for Lake Orion, has not been tested in this match yet. Deflection off a shoulder, still the Dragons' ball. Gochai sends that one in. Archer into the middle. And Quinn gathers that one in. Dragons undefeated on this season. And in a battle with Birmingham Seahome for OAA White supremacy, Dragons are up, I believe, a half game on Groves and, on Seahome. And they have a home game against them coming up after this contest. That'll be on the 29th. Today's the April 24th. So a lot of soccer action to go. Can't count out Seahome, always a tough squad. They play Lake Orion tough. Verlinden with it, trying to turn on it, sends it to the open space, intercepted easily by Falcons. Verlinden fights back, and it's out of play. Almost thinking you were approaching 12 minutes left. The Falcons' sense of urgency has to pick up, try to get something going. See that in that setting there, a bounce off the chest to deflect the ball down to your foot would have been more ideal than a header. Falcons dispossessed. Dragons have it. They're on the move. 13, Jakubiak. Left foot pass trying to split it. Looking for a streaking Kira West. I think that's who that was over there. On the move. Oh, tipped up from behind. Yep. That is a trip and a yellow. Yeah, they're sending off the wrong person. Gochai got a yellow, and it was actually it was Brodowski. William Brodowski on the harm on the trip from behind, but sends off number 5. I'm not sure why, or something was said. Maybe it was a common foul. I have no idea. Dragons bring back Verlinden, number 16. Looks like she's limping slightly, but she's done a nice job delivering those free kicks for the Dragons. Number 10 on the free kick, sophomore Mallory Pepper. Had a nice one earlier. Still waiting to sort this out on the card and who's coming in, who's going out. Referee's trying to figure it out. Clock is stopped at 11:53. Okay, clock begins. Pepper sends it in. The 18, nicely done. Headed out by the Dragons. Trying to get something on, and oh, just over the crossbar. Nice shot by, I think that was 16, Ava Brown. Nice strong shot there, just over the crossbar. That was their chance. For Linden, with the wind has kind of died down, which is thank goodness. The Falcons had that at their back the whole first half. Dragons do not get that. Oh, just as I speak, it's coming back. Not as severe as it was earlier in the game as the temperatures drop here. Again, about 72 at the start of this game, and now it's into like 63. It's dropped almost 10 degrees. Under the lights here at Dragon Stadium. Dragons will be here again against Seaholm. Then they're on the road for 4 straight, 5 straight, 1, 2, 3, 6 straight. And then they close it out here home against Notre Dame Prep, and I think it's Utica. Nope. Yep, Utica Ford. Dragons still putting that offensive pressure on the Falcons. Verlinden chip over, number 22, step over, chip on. Oh, what a save by Quinn. Good save by Quinn. She got a toe on that. Tabish thought she had one. Approaching 10 minutes, you can see the frustration on Mackenzie Tabish's face. 22, she had it, but Quinn got a toe on it just to send that one wide. Oh, actually, it looks like it wasn't wide, because if it was off Quinn, it would have been a corner kick. So, but that's good. Good positioning by Quinn to send, to cut down on that angle for Tabish to have to go wide with that ball. Verlinden, right foot, taken down from behind, foul called. Hate seeing number 16 dump to the turf with that knee brace on. She is a key component of this offense, especially with postseason play in the Dragons' future. Outside, setting up the wall outside the 18. See what happens here. Time continues to roll as we approach 9 minutes left. Can the Dragons push this to a 2-goal lead? Stomping on the benches. High arcer fading to the right. Too much mustard on that one, out of play. Love to have that one back. A chip on over the top and just have the offense crash the net. Looks like Dylan Verlinden's going to get a breather. She heads to the bench. Time continues to roll. Again, the clock is the enemy of the Falcons right now. Try to get something going again. The last offensive possession was a nice one for the Falcons, but they, again, dispossessed, and Dragons still with it. Still on the move. My goodness, what a good individual effort. I think that was Crawford. High kick by Addie Verlinden. Dumped from behind. Jakubiak goes to the turf. Free kick coming here for Lake Orion. I think that was on Takashi. Inside 8 minutes. The minutes are just peeling away here in this second half. Dragons with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Fedoranchik at 21:07. And the story of the game is the red card to Ava Loisel, the senior captain goalkeeper for the Falcons. Fedoranchik feeds it in the box. Tabish! Thought she had one earlier. This time she cleans up and gets it. Goal by Tabish. Here's the setup, nicely done by Jakubiak, the freshman. Pull back, right foot pass, Taparoo, nicely done. And then you have Fedoranchik splitting the defense, and she is in the clear, unmarked. No chance for Quinn, and Tabish makes him pay, pushes that one to at 7:28 of the second. Cleans up and finds the back of the net. Yeah, you can't leave number 22 unmarked. Anybody on this offensive attack for the Dragons unmarked outside the 18 at any point, they'll make you pay. Quinn had no chance on that, and they're looking to add to it. Here we go. Fedoranchik loses her balance, but another chance for the Dragons. Tallies are starting to add up here for Lake Orion. 12 quality scoring chances. Morgan Perry, number 3, expressing her displeasure on the foul call, and frustrations are starting to rise. Falcons look so good in that first half on defense, and Drop on. Oh, nice save by Quinn. On the free kick, danger, danger. But yeah, the Falcons look really good on defense for a half, for the first half, excuse me, and middle of the second half. And then the pressure just got to them. Oh, near giveaway there. Kapitsky's there. Oh, danger on that pass. Over to Verlinden. She taps through. Nice pull back by Fedoronchik, finding the open player. Dragons are on the move. Nice quality passing for the Lake Orion Dragons as we're inside 6 minutes. Challenge there by the Falcons. Do they have something here? Can they split the D? Still alive. Here we go. Tap back, looking for support. The ball just hanging there and set on long. Just a bit frustrated there. Morgan Perry, number 3, sends that one long. Just rushed that attack just a bit too quickly. Evie Taylor, the senior, number 7, checks in for Lake Orion. Looks like first-time game action for the senior as clock continues to roll here as we're approaching 5 minutes left in this match. Dragons up 2-0. Big goal by Tabish at 7:28 of the second. Left unmarked on that left side, or excuse me, right side, and she just puts it home. Tabish on the move. Good closeout by the Falcon defense. Should be a Dragon throw-in. Be sure to check out our website at oriontv.org. We have some softball games coming your way, and varsity boys lacrosse, and of course varsity soccer. Check out the spring games while we can get them. Spring season is so short for these athletes. It just seems like 1,000 games played in a two-week window, and we try to do our best to get them in. Tabish Header trying to keep it in. Elise Everett, number 4 for the Falcons, trying to do her duty. And can't turn on Dylan Verlinden. Nice turn, and she's on the move. Cuts inside, nicely done. Looking for a left foot shot. She gets it. No one back door and cleared out by the defense. No one crashed the back door, far post, and Dylan Verlinden efforts go for naught. Deep throw in, just missed on the header. Ball is trickling, dangerous, and clearing the ball in the middle, very dangerous. Cleared out by Ava Brown, and she's on the move. Dragons stand tall in the defense. Nice pass up that far side by Crawford. Fedoronchik gives it up, drop off. Verlinden. Perry trying to turn, can't do it. Dragons have it back. 13, that's Jakubiak. Boy, she plays beyond her years. Quality player, smart decisions, no giveaways, solid defense, and good offensive footwork. Nicely done by the 9th grader. 3 minutes left. Dragons trying to hold on here. 2-0 to remain undefeated. Last blemish, if we're gonna talk about it, was a tie against Royal Oak, 1-1 here at home back on the 22nd. Jakubiak sends it in. Verlinden gets in the open. She is unmarked. Oh, good defensive challenge. Mary Graves tried to get it to her. Verlinden was there, but good defense by the Falcons. Dragons are in a corner. 5th corner of the night. As Gochai is back in after that erroneous yellow card, number 5, with the honors here on the corner. Right foot delivery with 2 minutes left. Nicely done. Oh, deflected right into the belly of Quinn. Nice save by Annabelle Quinn in a tough situation. And so she sends that one down range to keep this 2-0. Quinn off the bench, just cold in the second half at the 25-minute mark, has done a nice job. In the clear, here we are. Right foot, oh, nice save. What a shot. Falcons still have life in them. Hey, that goes in. This game completely changes on its head. It just can't get it in, but you got to do more than that to get it by Kapitsky. The senior netminder had that was on that post and in position. Crawford tried to slow down, bumps Quinn, no call. Falcon faithful frustrated. As could be expected with a winless squad. Again, this team, this Falcon team, if you look at it on paper, you're like, how are they without a W all year? 5 shutouts, and the remainder by 2 goals or less. I mean, that is a Dragons. You look at it, you just flip them around. The Dragons have been winning those games, those 1-goal games, 1-0, 1 ties. They have been scoring some goals against the lower echelon teams, but they're not a scoring juggernaut. What are we looking at? 4-1, 3-0, 4-0, 3-2, 0-0, 1-0, right? It's for Linden in the middle. Giving it up near side. And easily saved. Good positioning by Quinn to stop Mary Graves from tallying that as we count down 10 seconds. To close out a W at home, Dragons remain undefeated and atop of the OAA White Division as this one goes final. The Dragons win 2-0 over the Birmingham Groves Falcons. Federonchik with the first goal at 21:07 of the second. Tabish closes it out at 7:28 of the second to solidify this win. Dragons are again at home against Birmingham Seaholm for a fight for the top of the division on April 29th. We'll keep an eye on that one. Then they're on the road for 6 straight. That's it for us here tonight. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Good night, everybody.